Hello everyone and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Firstly, I would like to apologise that my voice sounds a little bit croaky as I've been under the weather, and also I would like to apologise for my pronunciation of Brazilian words and names, as this is a Brazilian case and I do not speak Brazilian Portuguese. Wellington Menezes de Oliveira was born in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil on the 13th of July 1987 and was a student at the Municipal School Tasso da Silveira until the 9th year before dropping out of school. He was adopted as a baby by Dicea Menezes de Oliveira, who was a Jehovah's Witness, and had 5 other male children. Wellington Menezes de Oliveira did attend some of the Jehovah's Witnesses services as a child but never converted. His biological mother suffered from mental health problems and tried to kill herself. Oliveira was a quiet, shy, introspective individual who spent much of his time online. He had few friends and did not participate in family life. 55-year-old neighbour Eldra Lira stated that he was a very lonely person, always isolated and in his own world. He attended Tasso da Silveira Municipal School in the western Realengo area, a poor district of Brazil. He was treated differently by his adopted mother, as all of her other children had moved out and she had remarried. Her death aggravated Oliveira's mental health illnesses and he was seeing a psychologist at the time of the massacre. Oliveira bought 2 revolvers and a fast charger and took shooting lessons with the aim of committing a massacre. At 8 a.m. on the 7th of July 2011 he walked into his old school, Tasso da Silveira Municipal School, well dressed and carrying a .38 caliber and .32 caliber with magazines. The .32 caliber Taurus Model 73 sub-nosed revolver belonged to a man who died in 1994, with the gun stolen at the time of his death. The gun was sold illegally to Oliveira by 2 men. They were convinced to sell the gun to Oliveira as he alleged that he had needed it for his own protection. The .38 caliber Rossi Model 971 revolver, as well as a large quantity of ammunition, were bought from a 57-year-old man who worked in a slaughterhouse and a former co-worker of Oliveira. He identified himself to staff and guards at the school as a speaker, who allowed him into the school as he told them that he was going to give a talk to students. Heading up to the first floor, he entered an 8th grade classroom where a Portuguese language class was taking place during the second period, with Leila D'Angelo teaching. Wellington started shooting more than 30 times, with 10 girls and 2 boys killed, with the students aged between 13 and 16. While shooting at the girls, he referred to them as impure beings and placed the guns to their foreheads before killing them. Other teachers barricaded the doors of other classrooms, with children hiding under their desks. Agents from the Department of Road Transport were conducting an inspection on a nearby street and were warned that a shooting had taken place, with military police officers from the Road and Urban Traffic Police Battalion arriving in an attempt to overwhelm Oliveira. The 3rd Sergeant of the military police, Marcio Alexandre Alves, aged 36, fired 1 shot that hit Oliveira in the leg and a second that shot him in the abdomen. Falling on the stairs, he shot himself in the head. Oliveira left a suicide note at the scene, where he noted his intention to kill himself after the massacre. Those killed included 13-year-old Ana Carolina Pacheco da Silva, 14-year-old Bianca Rocha Tavares, 15-year-old Jessica Guedes Pereira, 13-year-old Irog Moraes, 14-year-old Karine Chagas de Oliveira, 13-year-old Larissa dos Santos Atanasio, 13-year-old Larissa Silva Martins, 15-year-old Luisa Paula de Silveira Machado, 13-year-old Mariana Rocha de Souza, 15-year-old Milena dos Santos Nascimento, 14-year-old Rafael Pereira da Silva and 14-year-old Samira Pierres Ribeiro. Of the victims, 4 of their families elected to donate their organs. The city of Rio de Janeiro paid homage to the victims by having daycare centres named after those who were killed. 11 of the victims were buried on the 8th of April 2011 in line with Brazilian traditions, while the last boy was cremated 2 days after the shooting on the 9th of April 2011. No one attended Oliveira's funeral except for grave diggers. But why did Oliveira commit the worst school shooting that Brazil has ever seen? Well, he had no suicidal ideation, but was alleged to have traces of psychopathy. It was also suggested that he was bullied while at school and was inspired by school shootings in the United States of America, Argentina, Russia, and China. A fellow student alleged that he was severely bullied at school and showed an admiration for terrorist attacks with an interest in video games. Indeed, his nickname in high school was Al-Qaeda. Investigations at his home found that he had connections with extremist Islamist groups and practiced Islam, reading the Quran for hours a day, meditated on attacks, and was interested in visiting Muslim countries. In his letters, he noted that he almost participated in a 9/11 attack. However, police found that this evidence was weak, as people close to Oliveira denied that he was a Muslim, and the National Union of Islamic Entities in Brazil denied that he was Islamic. This was despite requests in his suicide letter that his body be buried in accordance with Islamic rituals practiced during the burial of the body, and his suicide letter was similar to several notes left by radical Islamic terrorists, including Mohammed Atta, one of the major terrorists during the 9/11 attacks. Others believe that he was misogynistic due to his targeting of women and pointing guns to their forehead in a highly personal attack when killing them. 3 videos were found at Oliveira's home. In the first video, he ranted that he was fighting for many brothers in the past who died with a struggle against cruel, cowardly people who take advantage of goodness, innocence, the weakness of people who were unable to defend themselves. A second and third video released on the 13th of April and 15th of April stated that his motivation for the killings was the bullying that he had suffered, which is widely accepted as his main motivation for the killings. The then President of Brazil, Dilma Rousseff, said through a presidency spokesperson that she was both shocked and dismayed by the attack. President Rousseff stated, "We must unite in rejecting this act of violence against defenseless children who have lost their lives and their futures." The school reopened on the 11th of April 2011. President Rousseff cried shortly after learning about the attack and declared an official mourning in Brazil for 3 days with a minute's silence held for the victims. The then Minister of Education, Fernando Haddad, stated that the shooting was an unprecedented tragedy in Brazil. Rio de Janeiro's governor, Sergio Cabral, described the shooter as an animal and psychopath. The shooting deeply shocked the public of Brazil as the country's first school shooting, with the Archbishop of Rio de Janeiro, Orani João Tempesta, receiving a letter from the then Pope Benedict XVI, who said that he was praying for a quick recovery. Additionally, students from the Columbine High School made a poster which was sent to Tassao de Silveira School. UNESCO, the educational agency of the United Nations, expressed condemnation for the school massacre. Following the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting by Adam Lanza, with 27 students at the school killed as well as the perpetrator and his mother killed on the 14th of December 2012, the Tassao da Silveira School held a vigil for the victims 1 week after the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting on the 21st of December 2012. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. Also, why not hit that like button and leave a nice comment? It helps more than you know and your support is truly appreciated. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.